Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Hit subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you had a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you, telling you.
Goddamn, muted like a motherfucker. I'm sorry. I said, this is fucked up. I said, the fact that you can't even get out of jail is a goddamn problem. It makes no sense whatsoever. I don't understand what is going on in this city called Chicago. This shit is terrible. People have been emailing me this story, text messaging me this story, and it's like, man, when I first saw it, I was just like 64 times. First of all, 64 times is like, what the fuck? How mad are you at a nigga? Where you hit a nigga 64 times. What is going on? And then the person is getting right out of jail. Not, I'm out of jail, I just got out, and I'm at home, I'm on the block, I'm at Harold's, I'm getting me something to eat, I'm at the hot spot on Halsted, I'm just back on the set. No. Nigga is coming out of Cook County, out the jail, and gets aired out. Now, I don't understand how or what type of coordination takes place to where this gets accomplished, but, well, I'll give my opinion on that in a second. But it's not just even with this one, it's somebody else who got fucked up too today. 15-year-old kid shot. It's just madness, man. I don't understand how this is just continuing to happen. And then on top of all of that, supposedly now the mayor and fucking David Brown is a fucking idiot. He couldn't do shit here in Dallas, and he ain't doing shit in Chicago. All he is a motherfucker to get up and talk. That's all he do. But anyway, both of these motherfuckers then went to DC and now talking over with the president to try to get this issue under control. Everybody in the goddamn country is having an issue with crime. However, it seems as though Chicago is the only fucking city in the entire goddamn country that we don't know what to do. We got to go to Biden. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. And like I was talking to my mama about this earlier today. My biggest problem with all of this shit is that in the midst of them playing politics, in the midst of them pointing fingers at whose fault it is, in the midst of them doing all of this bullshit, people are dying. They're dying. People that look like us are dying. People that look like us are getting shot. And it's like, I understand that shit happens and that there will always be crime to some degree, but this is out of control. This is out of control. This is beyond embarrassing. This is beyond just, man, it's so fucked up. It's a crazy thing here. No, this shit is fucked up at an epic proportion. We are in a state of crisis in Chicago, and these fucking politicians are sitting on their fucking hands or playing the fucking pointing game. That's all they doing. The mayor, do you realize the first thing out of the mayor's mouth? Well, I'm not responsible for the jail. That's another entity. Bitch, it's in Chicago. What the fuck is you talking about? That's the Cook County jail, and I'm not. Just instantly. No, I mean, that's just total lack of leadership. Total lack of leadership. Right, my brother Easy told me earlier today, he said, man, this shit like a third world country. It is. It's like the fucking cartels have taken over fucking Chicago and they just doing whatever. But I tell you what, I thought about this today. I said, you let one of these motherfucking councilmen, you let one of these fucking, you let the mayor, you let one of these aldermen, you let one of these top brass motherfucking police officers get shot, I guarantee you them motherfuckers will find a way to figure this shit out then. Start letting these other motherfuckers get some of this lead. And then I bet you they want to do something about it. It's just like when they had the fucking riots last year in Chicago. Everybody was okay to they called it peaceful protesting. Everybody has the right to protest. This is a civil rights movement. Until them niggas went to the mayor's block. Then all that shit got shut down. Ain't that something? See, you got to realize and look at your political leaders when it comes to their motherfucking doorstep. Oh, they want to shut shit down instantly. Wasn't no fucking defund the police. They wasn't finding no counselors to talk to the protesters. Nope. They put them blue shirts out on that street and said, don't nan motherfucker that don't live on this block come down this block. And they shut her fucking block down. That's exactly what the fuck has happened. So all of you people who trying to make excuses for Lightfoot, Motherfuckers trying to make excuses for fucking David Brown pussy ass. All y'all motherfuckers think that this shit, oh well, it's just so much out of control, or it's the white man, or it's all this other stuff that's contributing to this, man. It ain't just on her. No, motherfucker. The same way that bitch can shut her block down is the same way she can shut Inglewood down. It's the same way she can shut the east side down. It's the same way she can shut the west side down. It's the same way she can shut Roseland down. Same goddamn police force. But when you're making $280,000 a fucking year, I guess you don't give a shit about that. When you ain't from Chicago and you don't go to the Wild Hundreds, I guess you don't really give a shit about that. When you ain't got to go over in the Inglewood and go see your mama, or you ain't got to go in the Inglewood to sleep, or you ain't got to go to Inglewood to work, I guess you don't really give a shit about it. Because that's exactly what she's showing y'all day in and day out. So is David Brown pussy ass. These motherfuckers are the people that are in charge of the police force. Period. I don't give a fuck how you try to paint it. There is no excuse for what the fuck they are allowing to happen. You got the alderman telling these motherfuckers, hey man, here's what we can do. Here's a solution. No, this person's trying to grandstand. This person's trying to... Tony Bill came up, shout out to Tony Bill, the 9th Ward Alderman, came up with an excellent plan to immediately stop the bullshit that's going on in the city. He said, bring in the National Guard, take the police officers that are assigned to the downtown area, put them in these other hot spots, and let the National Guard just take care of downtown. Because it ain't that much crime happening downtown. Not gonna leave downtown unprotected. You got the National Guard down there. Hey, ride around in some cars, do what you gotta do, take some calls, keep the peace. Meanwhile, take these other police officers and disperse them to these hot areas. Your Inglewoods, your Roselands, your West Pullmans, your Wild Hundreds, your West Side, your East Side, to get some of this shit under control. You know what that bitch had the nerve to say? Well, all he does is grandstand and the media doesn't cover him, so I really don't have any response. What? So the bitch that ain't got no solutions and just trying to say we need the government, it's the gun trafficking that's making it so. No, it's these niggas on the street that y'all keep putting out here on the street that's making this shit so wild. Ain't the trafficking, it's the niggas in the hundreds. It's the niggas in Inglewood. Sorry for my rant at the beginning. I normally don't do that, but this shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm pissed off, and I don't even live in this shit. But I know what's happening, and I see how this shit is going down, and it's out of fucking control, man. It really is. This shit is out of control. And I don't know what it's going to take for the people, as Bane would say, the people, to actually say no more, step the fuck up, and take y'all ass down to City Hall. Y'all motherfuckers can protest for George Floyd, a nigga who ain't even from Chicago, and y'all got niggas dying by the dozens in Chicago week in and week out, and y'all can't go protest for that? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If y'all ain't protesting in front of Kim Fox's office, y'all ain't protesting in front of City Hall, and y'all ain't protesting in front of One Police Plaza, I don't know what the fuck else to tell y'all. All you activist motherfuckers. Where the nigga with the hole in his natural? I mean, the nigga that always wear the natural. Where Andrew, what's his name, Andrew Brown or some shit? Where the fuck is he at? Oh, that's right. Was he trying to run for mayor or some shit? He got his own political aspirations, his own agenda. Where all these activists at that's supposed to be all of the Black Lives Matter people? Where the fuck are y'all at? If Black lives do matter, and you clearly see that to these politicians they don't, what the fuck else are you supposed to do? Who else do you think would step up? Well, I know Patrice Kahn and Colors can't show the fuck up. She too busy kicking it in her crib. She got crib she got to furnish. She's doing a series now since she got so many houses. She's doing a series on Yo MTV Cribs. So she got shit to do. I get that. Plenty of shit to do. So I understand why she can't show up. But where the rest of you niggas at? Just saying. At what point do we say, you know what? Enough's enough. This shit has gone on long enough. We're tired. We're done. But you steady got a motherfucker like another nigga die over in 3 states over. Then everybody ready to go loot and tear shit up. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I'm telling you the truth. That's all I'm doing. You want to stop me when I'm lying. Say, nah, B, you lying, man. You need to hold that shit down. Nah, B, you lying, man. You need to hold that. Now. There we go. You need to hold that shit down, man. You ain't telling the truth. Tell me that. But I'm just saying, niggas was looting and riding all over the city, coordinated riots, coordinating looting, coordinated attacks all over the city when George Floyd died. 19 George Floyds last weekend, a nigga ain't even broke a window. Nigga ain't even busted a beer bottle. Ain't nan Hennessy bottle been broke in the hood in Chicago, and it's 19 niggas that's dead. Last weekend alone, 104 shot. So y'all tell me what's really good. Y'all tell me what's really good. Let's go ahead, let's get into it. Cause this shit here, man, I'm telling you, it's man, this shit is ridiculous. I don't understand how these motherfuckers think that this shit is just okay. The people that's there every day, it's okay. Let's go.
And now to a developing story. A teenager being treated at Comer Children's Hospital tonight after being shot on the south side earlier today.
And for more on that, WGN's Brona Tumulty is live outside the hospital with more details. Brona?
Good evening, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns to this story. What we're hearing is the 15-year-old was a passenger in a vehicle heading westbound this morning around 11:30 on 69th and Halstead. She was seemingly one of as many as 6 teenagers in that vehicle, which was reportedly stolen out of Michigan. It's understood someone started shooting at the car from the sidewalk. The car then crashed into another vehicle.
Did that bitch say the car? Alright, man, whatever.
Before coming to a stop, a senior was in the second vehicle but is believed to be okay. After the crash, it seems some of the teens fled the scene. We're told the 15-year-old was struck twice in the upper thigh area and transported here to Comer Children's Hospital.
There's a lot going on, you know.
Let this nigga go.
Look at, okay.
Let this nigga go right there. Ain't got a clue, but there you go. Community activist, he is.
Well, who stole the car? Who was driving the car? Then why were you all inside of the stolen car? You know, it's a lesson to learn, especially for young ladies and young men. Someone driving up with a car, your age 15 or 16, guess what? It might not even be their mother and their father's cars. Stop being too quick to jump in these vehicles, because 9 times out of 10, if the driver and the passengers get away and you stuck inside that car, that's your stolen vehicle.
And we really needed that. Man, at what point, look here, this ain't the 80s where you had kids who just got mixed up at the wrong place at the wrong time. He didn't know whose car it was. He just got in his friend's car, and that's it. Man, you know good and goddamn well that these kids know that they got a steamer. Know good and goddamn well that them kids knew that's a stolen car. If I see my friend in a fucking car, not even a hoopty, a car that looks fairly new, and I know my friend ain't got 2 goddamn dimes to rub together, let alone enough to buy a car. Nigga, I know what it is. Ain't no plates on the motherfucker, or it got Michigan plates on it. Really? These kids are not stupid. They do stupid shit, but they're not stupid. They're not stupid. That's just all that. I mean, it's just what it is. And it's like, I don't understand how we don't find a... You have to be able to teach these kids, and you have to teach them by holding them responsible and accountable for the shit that they do. Plain and simple. You know good and goddamn well that that kid knew what the fuck was going on and got in that car and shit went left and the kid is shot. Question. Where's the fucking kid's parents? Where's the mother? Where's the father? That's the question that you need to ask, because that's how you got 6 fucking teenagers in a fucking car that's stolen riding around the hood. They ain't dropping nobody off at work. They ain't going to pick their mama up from the train station. These niggas is out here riding around, they getting. Just what it is.
Now, we're told that the 15-year-old injured here was seemingly from Michigan as well. It's not clear who was shooting at them, but nobody is in custody, and it's also not clear where the rest of those teenagers are tonight. Live outside Comer Children's Hospital, Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
All right, bro.
I guarantee you that them motherfucking kids was either fucking with somebody in another car, or them kids got spotted by some ops in another car. And boom, bam, there it is. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened. And as soon as that one kid saw them other kids, you know what that kid said?
That thing is a killer. It's not even armed. It's harmless. It's a killer, and I saw it.
That's exactly what the fuck that kid saw. Next thing you know, motherfucking Kane lit that car the fuck up. That's what happened. That's what they should have realized. That them days, these little niggas out here, these things are killers. You better recognize what the fuck you dealing with. I'm telling you right now, this shit ain't no joke. Plain and simple. But let's move along. All right, there we go. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. Yeah. God dang it. There we go. Why is that shit moving?
A lot to cover for you on this Monday. Investigations are underway after 2 shooting incidents near the Cook County Jail over the weekend.
WGN's Brona Tumulty joins us now live with details. Hi, Brona.
Good evening.
Yeah, that's right, 2. Not 2 people shot in one shooting. No. 2 separate shootings in front of the fucking jail. How the fuck does that happen? When have you heard of that shit happening? Shout out to Urban Educator. I had no idea of this was going on until hubby mentioned it. Yeah, it's going on. Oh, that's Karen. What's up? Oh, it's going the fuck on. This shit is going down. This shit is wild.
Guys, yeah, the first of those shootings happened on Saturday evening just before 9. A man named Londre Sylvester was leaving the jail. He went by the rap name KTS Dre.
Let me stop and say this. I hate this fucking broadcaster. Her fucking accent is pissing me off. She is mispronouncing words because of her accent. God damn it, can we please find somebody who can speak some fucking English? I don't want to hear about hood shit by somebody who can't even speak English. I need some real straight up either ghetto lingo, or I need somebody who is at least speaking English that was born in the States. Jesus Christ. This shit is annoying.
Police say he was ambushed by 2 men who got out of a vehicle near the jail.
Now this dude name, and let me tell you, let me say this first. I'm gonna say this first. Let me put this disclaimer out here. I do not in any shape, form, or fashion know anything about the KTS crew, which is Killed to Survive. I don't know Londre Sylvester. I don't know shit about what could have happened, why it happened. I'm gonna give my opinion, but everything I'm saying is speculation. I don't want no shit. I don't want nobody talking shit, because I know what Air 209s are and what they do. And I'm going to be like RoboCop. Let's step outside, Kane. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and look and hope for the best for Air 209. I know what it is, and I know what it do. That motherfucking Air 209 come my way talking that crazy shit.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
Just my game. I don't fuck around with them. So I don't negotiate with terrorists, and I don't negotiate with kids. That's all I gotta say.
Shot as many as 64 times and pronounced dead at Mount Sinai. A 60-year-old woman who was with him was shot in the knee and taken to Stroger. A second woman in her 30s was standing nearby when that chaos broke out. She suffered a graze wound to the face. She was taken to Mount Sinai as well, and both women were in good condition at last check. Bullets started flying again, though, outside the jail early this morning, just after midnight. That incident left a 25-year-old man injured. With 2 incidents in as many days, we asked the mayor today if security here needs to be stepped up.
Now, you see what's happened, okay? 2 separate shootings. The shooting with the rapper got shot. You had a 60-year-old woman get shot. You got the rapper Londre Sylvester, a.k.a. KTS Dre, KTS Draco. He gets shot 64 times. There's another lady who's standing out there in her 30s. She gets grazed in the face. And then that next day or later on that day, another motherfucker gets shot. The next day, another motherfucker gets shot. Now, you see what's happened. This is in front of the jail. This is in front of the jail in the city of Chicago. Now, I don't know. I've been to the Cook County jail facility. I ain't never been on the other side of the bars, but I've been there to visit, to pick niggas up, to go see niggas, see how niggas doing, you know what I'm saying? My peoples get locked up, you go fuck with them, see how they doing. I've been there. And I can't tell you how many times I've been to that jail, leaving that jail, coming to that jail, driving up and around that jail, how many fucking police cars and Cook County Sheriff cars I see around there. I can't count. I can't tell you. There's never been a time when I've been out there and I'm like, damn, ain't no police out here. So how the fuck this went down and didn't nobody see nothing? Ain't nobody seen nothing? Keisha, dead. Dunham man, dead. $1 million a week business reduced to fucking rubble. And ain't nobody seen nothing? I don't get that. So, in my opinion, I'm already thinking this some inside job shit. This is some shit. Well, here go my 2 scenarios. Either this dude's girl was running her mouth to her friends, talking about she going to pick her man up, and a nigga and the word got around, or the right bitch heard it, or the right nigga heard it, and they put shit in motion, or one of them motherfucking Cook County sheriffs knew who this nigga was and was looking for this nigga to get out and put the call in and say, hey, that nigga on his way out, he'll be out in about 15 minutes. Y'all niggas got 30 minutes to get here. I'll hold up his processor as much as I can, but the nigga's on his way out. One of them 2 had to happen. The odds of a motherfucker just riding by in their car, nigga riding in his box Chevy sitting on 28, motherfucker hitting the blunt and shit and smoking, you know, drinking, listening to some Pop Smoke, and just so happened as he exhaling, is that nigga KTS Dre getting out of jail? Motherfucker, let me get the Draco. What are the odds of that happening? No way. That woo, right? That nigga saw that woo, and that woo was with 3 O's, nigga. I been listening to Pop Smoke, nigga, 24/7, nigga. She wanna woo, nigga. She wanna fuck with the woo. But I'm just saying, what are the odds of that happening? It's not. So either she was in on it, she was speaking. There you go, you got it right now. Either she was speaking to somebody who knew she was in on the shit, might have been mad because he might have been fucking some other bitch and she done found out. He fucking my sister, I'ma kill his nigga. Or them motherfucking sheriffs was in on it. That's just how this shit is looking. All right, allegedly. That's just how this shit is looking. Somebody knew. You don't get that kind of timing to where a motherfucker is like getting out, like walking out, and your ops is there waiting for you, like a fucking Uber. Like this nigga Uber the shooting, Uber the drive. I'm Uber this drive bound. This nigga, man, get the Uber out. Yeah, it's the one with the gun with the cars on it. That shit don't happen. That shit don't happen. I need you to go pick this nigga Londre Sylvester up, hit him with the Draco. No. So, just saying. But listen to what Lori Lightfoot has to say about this. This is her being asked about some shit that has happened in her city. This shit don't happen. I can't remember the last time a nigga got shot in front of Cook County Jail getting out on bail. But this is what she had to say.
Well, first of all, I don't control the jail or 26th Street, but obviously we're in conversation with the sheriff and his team. We're concerned about shootings anywhere across the city, and of course, we're very focused on what happened there, and detectives are actively at work identifying suspects, and hopefully we'll have some arrests soon.
Why did she feel the need to just come out first and foremost denying shit? Do you see what type of lack of leadership that is? Bitch, we all know that you don't control the Cook County Jail. Why do you feel like you gotta try to sidestep any type of responsibility? Like, why would you feel? We all know that the motherfucking sheriff is the motherfucker that runs the county jail. We know. I don't know of a place where you don't know that. It's like if we wanted to if we really wanted to place some blame, we'd be like, get Tom Dart out here, because this his set. We know this ain't your set, bitch. That's fine. But you don't even need to speak on that. Hey, a nuclear bomb just went off in the city. Well, first and foremost, I just want to let people know, I have no control over the nuclear program. That's something that's... Like, what the fuck? 22 car pileup on the interstate. Well, I just want to let you know, first and foremost, I'm not in control of the Department of Transportation. That's more of a state thing. Motherfucking sewers back up. Half the city's flooded. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say that I'm not in charge of the water reclamation department. That's more of a water rec thing. But we're gonna work closely with them. Like, bitch, are you on trial, or are you giving a deposition, or are you really speaking up and leading the city? What the fuck? Garbage hadn't been picked up in 2 weeks in Chicago. Well, first and foremost, I'm not in charge of streets and sanitations. That's the streets and sanitations director. Like, why would you say that? Why do you feel the need to just come out and instantly like, hands off, hot potato? And you're the mayor. This is my city. You're supposed to step up there and be like, hey man, what happened here? This is me if I was the mayor. What happened today is outrageous. It's a tragedy. I'm working with Tom Dart, and we're gonna find you, whoever you are, that did this. This was some bullshit, people. Did y'all see what happened to this guy? I don't care what he did. You don't come and shoot up my jail. This Chicago, Jack. Why not say that? Why not say that? Just like the whole thing. I just want us all to just get tired of the politics shit, especially when lives on the line. Now, y'all motherfuckers want to argue at City Hall about balancing the budget? Fine. Blame it on the rain. I don't give a fuck. You want to argue about who gonna spend the TIF funds and where the TIF funds going? Fine. Point the finger, go back and forth, yell and scream in city council. Great. Y'all got people dying out here, and y'all so worried about motherfucking getting reelected or getting blamed for some shit that you just saying anything to sidestep the responsibility. I just don't understand that. Take the responsibility and just say, hey, it's fucked up what happened. We need to get this shit together, and man, this shit is crazy. What's up, sis? My sister Karen say I love your show. I love you, love my show, sis. But it's like, just go ahead and just step up and take responsibility for it. And say, hey, this is what it is. She said, leave my mayor alone. You right. That is your mayor. You got what you voted for. That's exactly what you got. But that's just what it is. It's like, go ahead and accept responsibility for what it is and say, hey, Tom Dart, we got to get this shit fixed. Tom Dart needs to be his ass up there and he's like, hey, man, we want to holler at you, man. Find out what's going on, what's happening. You got some video footage. Did somebody see something? Has any of the sheriffs made even a fucking statement? How the fuck it ain't no Cook County nobody speaking on this? What is going on with that? Ain't nobody saying where the fuck is the sheriff? You would think the sheriff would be the ones front and center on this. Like, look, bitch, move, bitch, get your ass out the way. Go get your hair cut and go get your tailor-made suit. Then you come back to my press conference. Till then, I got shit going on and I got to speak to the people. That's what the fuck Dart should be saying. Here, Tom, I'm here to... No, look, you want to help me? Go get the right guard on for your hair. Get that thick guard that you put on and even your shit up. Then come back. Get your ass up. Get you a better cut suit. Go see my man down at Taylor's Row. Go holler at Daddy on Taylor's Row. Get you a suit. Get that number 3 guard. Hit the top and the sides. And then come back. Or get a Flowbee or something, bitch, and hit that part. Get your hair right, then come back where you look presentable. This shit is ridiculous. God damn.
I did speak briefly via phone earlier today with the fiancée of Londre Sylvester, and she understandably did not want to speak with us. Well, I was at the Cook County Jail, Bruna Tumulty, WGN News.
She didn't want to speak to y'all. I'm glad she didn't. Thank you. I was really at first like, man, that's some crazy shit, but I'm going to tell you why I'm so glad that she did not speak to the media. Because I promise you, she bailed that nigga out and probably had on some pajamas and a bonnet and some house shoes and did not want to be seen like that. So for that, sister, wherever you are, I thank you for not doing an interview where you crying and yelling and screaming with no bra on, a t-shirt, some pajamas and a bonnet on and some flip-flops talking about they killed my fiance. Thank you. Go and mourn your nigga in peace, please. Jeez. All right, let's go to this next one. I know I ain't shit, but y'all know I be telling the truth. There we go. Get off of there. Yeah.
So many shootings in this city, and Chicago's top cop met with the president and other White House leaders today to discuss gun violence.
Yeah, this follows another deadly weekend in the city where more than 40 people were shot, 10 people killed. WGN's Shannon Halligan is joining us now, live from our news.
You ain't shit, James Tran. Let me tell y'all how James Tran ain't shit, because he looking at this nigga eyes and his eyes are cocked like a pistol. You ain't shit. I would take it back just so I can show y'all how ain't shit James Tran is. Yes, this nigga has a lazy eye. Yes, he can't see eye to eye with this brother. Yes, this nigga is not focused. Yes, this nigga eyes is not on the prize. Yes, he has a wandering eye. That eye ain't lazy. That motherfucker is gone. That eye like, that nigga eye is looked over at the other eye and said, you know what, don't talk to me no more. That other eye like, man, would you look forward? He like, man, gone. Don't talk to me. That nigga eye, that other eye is a bitch. That nigga other eye boy is a bitch that's mad to the motherfucker. Like, don't say nothing to me. Don't talk to me. All eyes on me, not his. That nigga he ain't listen to Pac album. That nigga, I know they ain't gonna be singing His Eyes on the Sparrow at his funeral. They ain't gonna do it. They will not do it. His eye is on the sparrow. His eye is on other shit, and I know he watches over me. That nigga eyes are in total disagreement with each other right now as we speak. His eyes are not getting along. They are not in. They are not in. They are not in agreement. That's all I got to say about this nigga eyes. So I'm just saying, I was gonna leave it alone, James Strand, because I saw the shit earlier. But you kicked the shit off, so I just had to go ahead and acknowledge what you had said. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Be mad at James Strand. He probably did. He said you think he could see the shooter from around the corner. He was probably on the other corner because this one was probably watching what was going on down the street, and he was looking this way, but the shooters was coming from this way. So by the time he saw it, it was like, oh, and he was still only one eye, and that other eye had to come around and say, oh. So it was too late. I'm just sorry. That's just what it is. This is it. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Many shootings in this city, and Chicago's top cop met with the president and other White House leaders today to discuss gun violence.
And this follows another deadly weekend in the city where more than 40 people were shot, 10 people killed. WGN's
40 people shot, 10 people killed. 40 people shot, 10 people killed. I just saw. Hey, do y'all remember when this nigga came up here, the NC North Carolina Fayetteville, when he came up here talking about he had a 3.8 GPA and all that shit, and I told him not to come back until he watched what my channel's about. So apparently he watched it. Here's what he said. The relationship rehab purpose, according to the video, one is to build people up and not tear people down. How can I tear him down? He's dead. What if he's dead.
Well, he died doing what he loved. Getting shot.
What do you think, this nigga was a saint? The nigga was a drill rapper in Chicago. That's not a occupation. Nigga, you gotta be certified to do that shit. Ain't nobody rapping drill in Chicago that ain't drilling. You can't. I'm just telling you that right now. So no, I don't feel sorry for this nigga. I'm talking about the violence aspect, period, in the city. That's why I talked about the 15-year-old that got shot. That's why I talked about him that got shot. Coincidentally, all of these people that I'm talking about are shot, but this person I'm really focused on is dead. So there is nothing else for me to tear down about this person. I'm talking about this in order to get the issue that needs to be rectified, which is the violence, period, in Chicago, which is why I'm talking about the politicians. So yes, you were very correct in your statement. However, it just wasn't about tearing people down. It's about building everybody up. The city. Those that are dead are gone. Face the facts. I don't believe in that. You can't say nothing about the dead. I don't believe in that. I believe you use the dead to help those that are still living. There it is. Let's go ahead and get back to it.
Shannon Halligan is joining us now, live from our newsroom with the latest there. Shannon?
Well, President Biden wants local and federal leaders to come together to reduce violence, in particular, gun violence. A sense of urgency. That was the sentiment at the White House today.
The fact that you going to Joe Biden about violence, a nigga who knows nothing about violence, a nigga who knows nothing about. Only thing that nigga know about is how to lock niggas up. That's about it. And you know what? Maybe he might be the guy. Because he can come up with some shit and say, look, this is what I did in 94. Let's do this shit again right now. Let's get these niggas locked up. I don't want these niggas. Corn Pop, I learned so much from Corn Pop back when I was a kid. I know what niggas are and how niggas do. Let's go ahead and do it. That's what this nigga is here to do.
To try and tackle the nation's increase in violent crime. Included in that meeting with President Biden was Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown.
Goofy ass. Look, out of everybody, Goofy Lord, right there. Lord of the Goofies, right there. He like, man, I'm just glad to be here in the White House, man. Like, nigga, you should be looking serious as hell. This your city that's fucked up. But it ain't, because, nigga, you from Dallas. You right.
Concern regarding a sense of urgency to do something now, and not just to discuss the problem, but define solutions that we all could bring to the table that we could do almost immediately.
The president urged local agencies to draw on $359 billion in funds from his coronavirus relief package to support law enforcement. The Justice Department is also launching fire.
Did he say to support law enforcement? But I thought we was defunding the police. I'm just saying. I thought that we was defunding the police. Why would we be drawing on the $359 billion for COVID relief to fund the police? Isn't that something? But let me ask this question, because this is the question that I saw from this shit when I saw this video. I guess my question is, and I don't know if anybody got the answers to this, but what is it that you're going to do with a task force from the federal government that you, number one, couldn't do when Trump offered it, number two, that you can't do with your own police force and just have the federal government assist in supporting it? Why would you need to go to D.C. to sit and talk with the president about getting some shit done that the director of the FBI could have just said, hey, here we go. The person who's in charge of the FBI in your division, in your area, in your whatever the fuck you want to call it. Why would you need to go all the way to the White House to sit down with Joe Biden to get some assistance for this? And why wouldn't you take the assistance when it was given to you 2 years ago? I'm just asking, because it was still fucked up in Chicago like it was then. It's fucked up in Chicago like it is now. Just saying.
Arms trafficking strike forces, including one in Chicago, which could happen soon.
We've started putting together these plans. Likely we'll be rolling out something in the coming days so that we can start the investigative process both on tracing guns, but focused on gun trafficking.
Oh, no. I just saw Big Timer 24 hit me up. He hit me with a cash app. And he said, this nigga pissed on King Von Grave. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. This nigga did not do that. Please don't tell me this nigga did that. Please don't tell me this. Please don't show me that at this point in time. Don't tell me that. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to say this. If that's true, if that is true, then I'm telling you that's exactly why I didn't even know it, but now you see why I'm not tripping over the guy, over this dude being dead. That's exactly why I'm not tripping over this shit. Do you see why? Because essentially, like I said earlier, because I don't know this, if what he's saying is true, then he definitely.
Well, he died doing what he loved. Getting shot.
That's all I'm saying. Black Superwoman said, I'm not the most street smart, but I'm going to guess that's a no. I would say that's a pretty good assessment. Black Superwoman. I would say it's a pretty good assessment. Dude. And he said, oh, wait, somebody else said, yeah, there's a video of it. Then he did what he died doing what he loved, baby. That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He Frank Sinatra this shit. He did it his way. So I'm just saying, if that's what he did, Hey, man, which is why I was saying I'm not fretting over the dead. I'm using this dude to hopefully help somebody who's alive. So the moral of the story, kids, is don't piss on people's graves, period. No, whether you like them, whether you know them or you don't. Don't piss on people's graves, all right? Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Yo, Joe. That's ignorant as hell. But let's go ahead and finish with this bullshit.
Trafficking. That's the impact. Making consequences happen in the federal courts.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot said during a separate news conference that will include taking down traffickers bringing guns into the city.
We know that there's a steady stream of guns that come to Chicago from the southern states, from Mississippi. So that pipeline up I-65 is going to be critically important. So Gary, Indianapolis, and beyond.
Dumb bitch don't even know what's beyond. You stupid bitch. Gary, Indianapolis, and beyond. Bitch, do we need to get a fucking atlas for you? You might want to throw Kentucky out there. just saying. Maybe a little Tennessee, a little Arkansas. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that these guns are all coming from Mississippi. State Mississippi said that they gonna keep shipping these here guns up to Chicago. You got that, boy? Unbelievable. That just lets you know how detached from the Midwest she really is. Bitch from Ohio and ain't been no further south than Chicago. What the fuck?
Making sure that the U.S. attorneys, the ATF,
That's not
and
leave
other
Kentucky
federal
out of this.
resources are really focused on stopping gun trafficking will make a world of difference here in the city.
Y'all want me to tell you what she really said? Here's what she really said.
It's a damn good old deal, man. I tell you what, $100 a month, man. You get them hookups, you get them old dang tube top jiggling around everywhere and whatnot, man. It's nothing but a damn trash, man. I tell you what, man, you want to get a flying cow, man, you go load up them dynamite and old cannon like that, you go to boom, man, the old cat.
That's what the fuck she said. I just translated what she just said. Just saying. For those of you who was trying to really understand what she was saying, I just translated it. That's what she said. She said a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Here's why I'm saying that. Number one, what's wrong with Chicago? You have people getting shot. Who's doing the shootings? Are the guns shooting each other? Are the guns shooting these people? If they stopped every bit of traffic coming in and out of Chicago right now, if they grounded every plane, if they stopped every train, and they shut down every automobile, niggas are still gonna get shot. It's not like there are so many thugs and gangsters in Chicago that's in need of guns saying, we ain't got no guns here, man. We gotta shoot niggas, but we ain't got no guns. No, the guns are already here, dumbass. That's why I'm telling you this is a bunch of fucking bullshit. The guns are already here. You need to do what? Stop the people that are using them. You can stop every gun from coming into Illinois right now today, and it's still not gonna stop the niggas that's getting shot and the niggas that's dying week in and week out. It's not like all of the GDs, the vice lords, the BDs are all waiting on fresh guns to come in so that they can go shoot niggas. No, the guns are already here. Shit is fucking stupid. And it just lets you know how she knows fucking nothing. And I mean nothing about running a city. She knows nothing about crime. She knows nothing about stopping crime. Neither does David Brown, dumbass. That's why he got fired out of fucking Dallas. Because he's a dumbass. And I understand that we try to look out for the brothers. I understand that we try to look out for the niggas and try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But you can see over time what a nigga is really doing, and these niggas ain't doing nothing. Neither one of them. They're making up a bunch of fucking excuses, trying to keep that fucking job so they can keep getting that fucking check. That's it. That bitch went to motherfucking DC so she can try to line up some type of other job for when her ass don't get reelected. That's what the fuck she went to DC for. Hell, Biden was just in motherfucking, what was that, Lakeview or Lake something, last week. He was just in Chicago. What the fuck else you need him to do after you talked to the motherfucker, you met the motherfucker on the airport? What else did you need to do? Why did you need to see him? You needed to see him in order, Crystal Lake, thank you. You needed to see him so that you can actually go meet with him in DC? Motherfucker, that's what a phone is for. That's what a phone is for. You don't need that shit. You're bullshitting. You're trying to line up some shit for your own self because you're a selfish, greedy bitch. Period. You ain't concerned about nothing but your own political agenda and how you can get another fucking check. It's a bunch of bullshit. And like I said, I'm not hating on you politicians. Do what you need to do. But when you got niggas dying day in and day out, because of your lack of action, because your lack of leadership, then I got a problem with that. I got a fucking problem with that. That shit is terrible. Biden didn't even come to Chicago. He like, look, bitch, meet me out at Crystal Lake. I ain't coming there. Even Joe Biden was like, bitch, I got the Secret Service and I ain't coming there. She was like, President Biden, would you mind coming to Chicago to sit down and talk with us about crime and all of this so we can get some things settled? Joe Biden was like, shit. Bitch, I ain't coming down there. I ain't coming down there. Shit, fuck I look like. You see what's going on in your city? Y'all just had 104 people get shot. These niggas don't know one white person from another. I'm not coming there. Shit makes no sense.
Superintendent Brown is expected to speak to the media following his meeting at the White House. That will take place tomorrow morning at police headquarters. Live in the newsroom, Shannon Halligan, WGN News.
All right.
He said he pulled, Mookie Lolo said he pulled the Kamala Harris, right? I'm not going to Chicago. I'm going around Chicago in the area. I'm not going to go to the border where it's cracking. I'm going to go up in this upper region here in the border. That's the area I'm going to. Well, there's nothing really happening up there, Vice President Harris. You sure? Yes, that's where I need to be. That's where I need to be. Yes, yeah. I understand what's going on down there. Yeah, I need to go and see what's going on over here. Yeah, but there's nothing going on there, Vice President. Yes, I know. That's why I need to go and see that area. That's exactly what I'm doing. Shut up and book my flight. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what's going on. These people are bullshitting us every single day. Let's watch this last one.
There's been a lot of conversation over the course of the last week about finger pointing and so forth.
I'm sorry. She was doing it. I'm just saying there's been a lot of Why would you say that? She'd be like, hey, look, the thing that if you're keeping it 100, if you're going to be real, if you're going to be truly authentic in what you're saying, hey guys, hey everyone, we have been doing a lot of finger pointing lately. She's like, yeah, there's been a lot of finger pointing lately, and there's been like, bitch, you was one of them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the recent flood and violence, the center of debate in Chicago. Tonight, Mayor Lori Lightfoot responds to unusual public criticism from Cook County's chief judge. As Chicago's top cop talks to President Biden.
Wait, Lash says make bullets $1,000 a pop. It wouldn't matter. It's already enough bullets here to do what needs to be done. These niggas would make bullets. I swear they would. Not gonna matter, Lash. I'm sorry.
At the White House.
And afterward, Police Superintendent Brown touted new federal help to reduce the surge in deadly violence here. Political editor Mike Flannery has more.
After meeting with President Biden and Attorney General Merrick Garland, Superintendent Brown said both made specific pledges to help reduce the violence that so far this year has seen nearly 2,200 people shot here.
It includes a...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
200 people shot here. It is to help reduce the violence that so far this year has seen nearly 2,200 people shot here.
What? 2,200 people shot. And we are at halftime as far as the year goes. 2,200 people shot. And we're only in the first part. We at halftime, y'all. We 1 minute into the third quarter. We just got through with halftime. 2,200 people shot. That means we're on pace. If shit keeps going the way that it's going, we're talking about 4,000 motherfuckers are gonna get shot this year in Chicago alone. What kind of fucking shit is that? I'm being nice because I'm a factor in the cold weather. You know that bitch say, we shoot each other a lot more when it's hot outside. So it's gonna start getting cold around October, November. So I took a few off, Mookie. I'm trying to be fair. 4,000 is outrageous. I'm outrageous. 2,200 people shot so far this year. And this bitch had the nerve to say last week, crime is going down. It's trending down. So that means the trend last year was higher than 2,200. So then that would mean it was worse, and this ain't no fucking better. Humboldt Park, I feel you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. Hit your boy with $5. That's what's up.
It includes additional prosecutions. It includes fast-tracking investigations on conspiracy cases. These are the people that drive violence in our cities.
As Brown talked outside the White House, Mayor Lightfoot spoke to reporters here, responding to unusual public criticism from Chief Judge Timothy Evans. Over the weekend, Evans told us the mayor and Superintendent Brown were repeatedly unfair in attacking Cook County Circuit Court judges for releasing onto electronic monitoring 94 defendants facing murder charges.
94. You got 94 niggas facing murder charges, and they released them. Where do you think they went? On vacation? You think they just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go home and I'm just gonna chill, bro? 94 people facing murder. Let's hear it again.
Facing murder charges. Electronic monitoring 94 defendants facing murder charges.
94 defendants facing murder charges are out. Here's what you're not understanding about this. If I'm being charged with murder, that means there's enough evidence to charge me with murder. That means there's a dead body, there's a murder weapon, there's a witness in order to say that this and a tremendous amount of evidence in order for me to be getting charged with murder. And y'all put 94 of them niggas back in their own fucking neighborhoods? Why would you do that? That's insane. There is no justification. There is no rational excuse as to why, or reasoning as to why anyone would do that with 94 people facing murder charges. Well, let's send them back into the neighborhoods. What if half of them are fucking guilty? What if half of those people are guilty? Just saying. What if half of them, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's crooked cops, the system is fucked up. Let's say all of that. What if half of that 94 are fucking guilty? Why would you put them back into the community? Why would you put them back into the Inglewoods? Why would you put them back into the Roselands? Why would you put them back into the West Sides? Why would you put them back there? You know why? Because you don't give a fuck about the people that are there suffering. That's why. There is no judge, prosecuting attorney, or any other motherfucker that works in the justice system that would do that unless they just don't give a shit.
They have pointed the finger at us, and we know that finger pointing.
Well, Chief Judge Timothy Evans, somebody should point a finger at your ass. You old, I wish I was Thurgood Marshall looking ass nigga. They absolutely should point the finger at your ass. They absolutely should. You old looking like I used to sing with the Isley Brothers motherfucker. They should point the finger at your punk ass. Because you're the motherfucker that's going along with this bullshit. Fucking ridiculous. And you know what, Blexit? It's a goddamn shame that that's even a hashtag now. Save Chicago. One of those motherfucking mayors or some shit, Willie Wilson should use that as his slogan. Save Chicago, goddammit. Yo, Chief Judge sitting here trying to, now it ain't making a lot of accusations and all that. Nigga, get your bullshit ass out of here.
There's been a lot of conversation over the course of the last week about finger pointing and so forth. That's not what this is about. I don't know any community that will feel safe when people that are charged with murder that are back out into the community within 24 or 48 hours.
And that right there is the smartest shit that this bitch has ever said. I'm gonna play it again for you. That right there is the most coherent, factual statement that this bitch has ever made since she's been mayor for the 2 years or almost 2 years she's been in office.
Safe when people that are charged with murder. That's not what this is about. I don't know any community that will feel safe when people that are charged with murder that are back out into the community within 24 or 48 hours of being arrested by the police department.
The president's meeting today with Superintendent Brown and other big city police chiefs and mayors underscores the political peril he faces. About half of voters in a recent Washington Post survey disapprove of the way Biden's handling the surge in urban violence. Only 38% of voters approved. I'm political editor Mike Flannery.
I think don't nobody approve of Joe Biden. even Democrats ain't approving of Joe Biden ass no more. But I'm going to say this and wrap this shit up. Somebody put in the comment section a while ago, I think it was North Carolina, Fayetteville, trolling ass. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He put in the chat, I think, like, what's the solution? And I'm going to tell you again how you solve this shit. If I'm in charge, if I'm the king of fucking Chicago right now, and I could, everything I say go, first thing that I would do is that I would create legislation that has mandatory sentencing on illegal guns in the city. First things first. I Papa, freaks, all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting monies, those are the ones that like us. They don't get nothing but penetration unless this smells like sanitation. All right, but the first thing I would do, mandatory sentencing for illegal guns. That means I'm taking the judges out of it. They don't have a fucking choice to where they can release these motherfuckers back into the system. Number one, and that mandatory sentencing would be if your ass get charged with murder or your ass get charged with having an illegal motherfucking gun, your bond for having an illegal gun, your bond can be no less than $100,000. No less than $100,000. Number two, if your ass get caught for murder, if you're getting charged with murder, your bond can be no less than $250,000. Number three, if you get caught with a firearm that is illegal, whether you are not legally licensed to have it, then your ass will get a minimum of 5 years mandatory sentence. Your ass going to the big house for 5 years. If you get caught with a second gun, mandatory sentence, your ass will get 10 years. You get caught with a third gun, your ass will get 15 years. That's what you would get. So, mandatory sentencing and tougher fucking laws when it comes to illegal guns. I ain't coming up with no gun laws. I'm coming up with illegal gun enforcement. The laws are already there. You can't have an illegal gun, period. You can't have a gun that got the serial numbers filed off of it. You can't have a gun that and you got a fucking record. You can't have one. So those of you that get a gun and you don't have a license for it, or that gun is not properly registered, it's an illegal firearm, that's your ass. You sit down for 5 years. So now, for police officers, catch the motherfucker with a gun, they know they're going for a ride. You know what that's going to do? It's going to lock up a bunch of niggas, or it's going to make a lot of niggas stop carrying guns. Plain and simple. It's going to be a little bit of both in the beginning until niggas realize, damn, I got to sit down for 5 years and I don't get to go home. Shit, I got to come up with 10 grand just to get out on bond? Mandatory? Minimum? That's my minimum, is 10 grand. All you have to do when it comes to shit like this, you have to actually set laws, and you have to, the laws that are in place, you have to set penalties for those laws that mean something. I bet you if you had a city that put a motherfucking $500 fine on running a red light, motherfuckers wouldn't run red lights in that city. There's a place down in Illinois, right when you're driving, like if you're driving down south and you're taking I-57, there's a place in downtown Illinois, in downstate Illinois, not downtown, in downstate Illinois called Cairo, Illinois. And one of the things about Cairo, and one of the things that's known about people who travel and drive through that area, you know good and goddamn well you don't speed going through Cairo. It's like a 10-mile stretch. It's like 3 exits, 2 or 3 exits maybe. But it's like a 10-mile stretch of downstate Illinois that you do not speed on. You don't go 2 miles over, 3 miles over. Because if you do, they are not only going to pull you over, they're guaranteed to give you a ticket. Anybody that drive on the road, ask them, especially if they go down south a lot, going through Illinois, and they taking 57, ask them about Cairo, Illinois. Cairo, whichever one you want to call it. You don't speed going through there. They are zero tolerance. You doing, speed limit is 55, motherfucker, you doing 59, your ass getting a ticket. Period. Your ass doing 50, the speed limit is 55, your ass doing 58, motherfucker, you're getting a ticket. They don't fuck around in Cairo, Illinois, or Cairo, Illinois. They just don't. They don't fuck around. The thing is that everybody knows it. It took them a while to set that precedent, but once they set it, that's what it was. Everybody respects it. They gave my daddy tickets down in that motherfucker. Call it racist, call it whatever you want to call it. They give motherfuckers ticket. My daddy was the police, and they gave that motherfucker a ticket. Here you go, officer. Take this ticket. Come on back down here and pay this fine or pay this fine now. Either way you want to do it. What you gonna do? They don't fuck around. That's just what it is. But that's how you set that precedent. Once you set that precedent, and motherfucking it's gonna take these little thug ass young niggas to realize that the system ain't fucking around and they ain't getting off, you ain't getting around it, they ain't gonna let you sit in the jail for a little while, then you get out. I'm talking mandatory 5 years and you gotta do all 5. I ain't talking about that day for day shit. I ain't talking about you only gotta do 85%. Nope. Your ass get locked up in 2020. We'll see your ass in 2025. That's it. Once you do that and people realize that y'all ain't fucking around in Chicago with these guns, the motherfucking shootings will go down. You take the fucking police and you redistribute them motherfuckers to the high crime areas. You establish tactical units to do this. That's when you get the National Guard, like Anthony Bill said, you get the National Guard to come in and say, hey, we gonna have y'all patrol downtown, and then we gonna take them officers downtown and put them motherfuckers in the hot spots. We gonna set up tactical units. That's what we're gonna do. That's exactly what you do. So that you will see, hey, these motherfuckers are out and about, they out here. We can't do shit because it's a police car riding around this motherfucker every 2 minutes. They at the gas station chilling. They sitting in front of the trap house. We can't sell no drugs, nigga. We can't get no kind of money. You put police cars at the gas stations in the hood. You put them on the blocks with the trap houses, put them on the corners. Have some of these police officers riding these bikes around here, walking around through these alleys and shit. Boy, these niggas will lose their fucking minds and say, fuck it, I'm going in the house. I'm going to turn on this Call of Duty, or I'm going to turn on this Fortnite, or I'm going to turn on this 2K, and I'm going to sit my punk ass in here until they stop. That's what you do. And until you're ready to do that, you don't need the government to come in. Now, if you want to get the FBI to come and help with surveillance, you want to have the FBI come and help with your arrest and all that, fine, great. But you can do that with what you have right now with your troops that you have in the department. But you might run into an issue because you done fucked over your police department so much that you've had officers retiring in droves. You don't want to have these motherfucking police officers. You've been giving them a stand down order. You've been giving them an order to where they don't need to arrest anybody because you want motherfuckers to tear the city up so that you can say that this is all Trump's fault. Imagine you tying the hands of somebody like that. You tell your police officers, don't make any arrests. Let these people do what the fuck they gonna do. That's like telling a surgeon and telling some nurses in a fucking ER to say, hey, only people that y'all get to work on is people that's actually got gunshot wounds to the face only. And you say they got people coming in needing help. And they just got to stand there and watch these people suffer. That's essentially what they did. And if any police officer make a wrong move or make something that looks wrong, you're going to string their ass up, take their fucking job, and leave them hanging out to dry. But now those very same police officers, you talking about you need them. It's bullshit. He said police don't want to stop what is going on. It pays their house note. Dude, that's so stupid. That makes no sense. I get paid as a police officer whether there's a fucking riot going on or whether there's no crime at all. So that has no impact on a police officer's paycheck, sir. Just saying. That makes no sense. But when you're talking about saying, hey, how do we actually stop it? I just gave you an example. I gave you a plan that makes sense, a plan that will work. You think they're going to do that? I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the room. Neither is NC Fayetteville. But all I'm saying is when you have these things set in place and you have things that are happening and you're not making any type of proactive movements against it, it's not going to do anything but embolden these criminals to do even more. They just had a ceremony the other day, or I think today, about 5 police officers that got gunned down in Chicago. And it's like, just because you don't see this shit on the news every day don't mean it's not happening every day. There are so many people that are just shooting at police. There's another story I got to do about a police officer that got shot 5 times like she was fucking Tupac. Shot 5 times. Broad daylight. Because motherfuckers are emboldened now. Criminals are more emboldened than they've ever been because of the shit that's been going on with these fucking bullshit ass social justice warriors playing these identity politics and this whole little cancel culture and this whole defund the police movement. All this Black Lives Matter bullshit has given these criminals a green light to where they are willing to try anything. And they consistently do it. Day in and day out, all over. I ain't just saying Chicago, all over. They like, fuck it, let's try it. Fuck it, let's shoot them. That's just what it is. And the fact that we're sitting back trying to act like we don't have any solutions, trying to act like we can't figure this out, it's insulting because there are people that are dying each and every day. There are people that are suffering each and every day. And like I said earlier in the show, what's really fucked up about it is that it's people like us allowing it to happen to us. Let me say that again. It's people like us that's allowing it to happen to us. The black folks that got power, the black folks that are in position, the black folks that are leading. Look at the black folks that got all of these fucking top-notch jobs in such an oppressed country now. We know we so oppressed, we so racist, there's so much this systemic racism going on that we got a black mayor and a black superintendent and we ain't got nothing but niggas getting shot and dying week in and week out. Yep, I said it. There it is. There it is. Nobody wants to say that shit, though. You motherfuckers too busy trying to wear your Chuck Taylors and pearls. You motherfuckers too busy trying to talk that bullshit, talking about, yeah, we finally done got rid of Trump. Trump been gone. Fuck y'all still talking about him for? Let's move on. Let's look in your own backyards. You got a black mayor. You got a black motherfucking police chief or top cop, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And you got niggas dying by the dozens, week in and week out. Niggas getting shot by the hundreds. And the numbers may not be as high, but the same shit is happening in St. Louis. The same shit is happening in Detroit. Same shit is happening in New York. Same shit is happening in fucking California. Same shit is happening all over in these so-called democratic black folk ran areas, and the niggas in these areas are the ones that are suffering the most. I'm just telling you what I know. We're doing it to ourselves, and the motherfuckers that's in charge, in power, them the motherfuckers that's sitting back watching it all. All of we got 2,200 people shot in Chicago so far. And Black Lives Matter ain't even showed up once. Not even one protest. Not even one nighttime safety walk. All these niggas getting shot day in and day out, and ain't nobody went live to call the shit out. No, it is about the race when you have it disproportionately to where it's more niggas getting shot in Chicago than anybody else. I get what you're saying, Calvin, but that's not the case here because it's so disproportionately black folks, and especially it's even more so young black men that are getting shot and getting killed more than any other race in any other motherfucking area. That's just what it is. You would think Black Lives Matter, $200 million up in the game, you would think they would have a fucking headquarters in fucking Chicago. You would think that they would have a fucking headquarters in Chicago with all of the young niggas that's getting shot. You would think that. Nope. They don't even show up. They won't even show up. They ain't even dropped off a t-shirt. It is what it is. But I just wanted to point this out. Like I said, that this young man, KTS Dre, aka Londre Sylvester, shot 64 times. The 15-year-old riding in a stolen car with 5 other teenagers in the car, shot. All of these people that's getting shot week in and week out, all of these people that's dying, you got people shooting people in front of the jail, in front of the Cook County Jail. They don't give a fuck. Nope. And see, this is the thing that kills me about black folks. So, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna shut this shit down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. So, North Carolina Fayetteville says Alaska has always topped the list when it comes to murder rate, but you never hear about any deaths on the news coming from there. Murder rate. That's population, sir. You're talking about the population. You're talking about the ratio. That's what the rate is. 2,200 people shot. You ain't got more than 2,200 people shot in Alaska. So if that's not the case, why the fuck would you care? People in Alaska and 5 of them get shot. Why would you make that seem like it's a fucking crisis over 2,200 people getting shot in that same time frame? One of the largest cities in the nation because that's where the most niggas are. That's why. That's why. You tell me how many niggas in Alaska have gotten shot. I hate when niggas do this. They try to conflate this shit and try to spin this shit like they really are doing something, like they're really dropping some knowledge, but they're not. And somebody who supposedly has a fucking 3.8 GPA should know this. When you're looking at the numbers, 22 people, 1.3 in Alaska. When you're talking about 2,200 people in Chicago, how many of them are black? It's going to be disproportionately black folks, young black men that are getting shot than the people in Alaska. So I don't live in Alaska. I'm not from Alaska. I don't give a shit about what's happening in Alaska. That's for the Alaskans to take care of. What the numbers that you're putting up, you're saying 9.8 per 100,000. You're talking that per capita shit. I get it, dude. But when you talking about young black men getting shot in any other place in the country, Alaska's not going to be on that list. Now, maybe niggas in the SIP might be on that list. Maryland might be on that list. Yes. But when you're talking about people that are getting shot, that are young black men, you show me that stat on where young black men are getting killed the most, sir. Show me where young black men are getting killed the most. I'm not up here trying to advocate and talk about murder. I'm talking about the murder of a specific group because it's disproportionate than others groups across the fucking country. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. So why would I be doing a show about the very few black men that live in Alaska that probably ain't even getting shot? Why would I do that? When I can clearly see the black men that are getting shot day in and day out in these inner cities across the country. Why would I focus on Alaska? No, I'm not doing a show about murder, motherfucker. I'm doing a show about Chicago rapper KTS, a.k.a. Londre Sylvester, who got shot 64 times. Show me that shooting in Alaska.
Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas.
I hate when niggas try to tell me what the fuck I'm doing. Ask me what the fuck I'm doing because I know. More so than you, sir. Apparently. I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Now, if you want to go talk about that, then you start the NC Fayetteville show and you go do a show and you talk about the deaths in Alaska. Matter of fact, sir, since you're so fucking knowledgeable about this, do you have a show where you've talked about the deaths in Alaska? I don't think so. Do you have a show where you talked about the people that's dying since they have the highest murder rate? Why haven't you done a show about the people that's dying in Alaska? I'm going to tell you why.
See, I never just did things just to do them. Come on, I mean, what am I going to do? Just all of a sudden just jump up and grind my feet on somebody's couch like it's you know, something to do? Come on, I got a little more sense than that. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet on somebody's couch. You know?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You aren't really making a point. You're not really making an argument. What I'm talking about and the reason why I'm talking about it is clearly stated throughout the fucking show. I go to our local government and speak directly to our elected officials. When, where, and what are your results, sir? My point exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is the point that you're making is not even a point that even needs to be made. Hell, it's probably more niggas dying in the Congo than anywhere else. How would I know that? Why would I be talking about that? That is not my fight. That is not. Well, if you've been doing that every month and you don't have no fucking results, shame on your ass. And you ain't the responsibility. You see that? Well, we have black leaders in Fayetteville now when it used to not be that way. What the fuck do that mean? Niggas, just because you got black leaders now don't mean that it's better. George Floyd was born here. I don't give a fuck about George Floyd and where he was born. Has no point. It makes no point. We have results. So then if you got results, then why haven't you taken those wonderful teachings and taken them to Chicago, taking them to Alaska, taking them to Missouri, taking them to Alabama? Why you ain't got this shit on the road and then did a road show? What the fuck you still talking to me for? You should be on a flight somewhere, nigga. That's all I'm saying. But that ain't what niggas do. I want to sit up and I just want to talk shit.
There's been a lot of lies said around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
And for those of you who just joined, before I end the show, for those of you who just joined, I just want to show you, I'm going to recap what Fayetteville has said, what he's talking about, so you'll understand. This is what Fayetteville is saying.
It's a dang good old deal, man. I tell you what, $100 a month, man. You get them hookups, you get them old dang tube top jiggling around everywhere and whatnot, man. It's nothing but a dang old trash, man. I tell you what, man, you want to get a flying cow, man. You go load up them dynamite and old cannon like that, you go to boom, man, that old cow.
This motherfucker is so stupid. But hey, man, what are you gonna do? I tell you, man, that GPA ain't a 1.8. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it's a 1.7 now. But I just want to thank everybody who is joining the show tonight. Thank you all who came and clicked the like button, click the subscribe button. If this is your first time checking out the show, I appreciate your time. Go ahead and click that like button and send the show to somebody else. Let me give a shout out to everybody that donated on tonight, and we gonna get you on up out of here. I've done my due diligence with setting our 1.6 GPA college graduate straight yet again. Shout out to Mimi. Hit your boy up with $5. He said Super Chat takes money, so thank you. I appreciate that. Super Chat do take more money. Take money from me. Shout out to my man Big Time. Hit your boy with $10. He told us about this nigga pissing on King Von's grave, and that's why he got that 64-piece chicken dinner with a side bucket of mild sauce, 3 hot peppers, and corn. They gave it all to him tonight, and that's what happens when you piss on people's graves and talk shit trying to get clout. All right, let me see if anybody donated on the young PayPal. And other than that, we gonna skedaddle. I appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. And like I said, let's see. Shout out to my man Terrence Caldwell, because I don't think I shouted him out the last time. He said, you're on spot tonight. That was the other day. Thank you so much, sir. But I'm glad I was able to have a moment to do a show for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank you all so much for everything that you do. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brandy. She hit your boy with $5. Thank you so much, Brandy. I appreciate the young Cash App. I appreciate y'all so much. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can still donate by clicking the link that is pinned in the description box and in the chat. Thank you guys so much, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be easy. Peace. And I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do 2 things. What are those 2 things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's 2 of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts.
Shout out to CJ Gunn. Thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate my moderators for moderating tonight. Thank y'all so much. And thank you to everybody that donated. Peace.
Conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.